What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Deontay Wilder had this to say about Joseph Parker. He said, Wilder praises Parker. He said, I told him, congratulations. I hope you enjoy the win with your family. Heavyweight contender Deontay Wilder offered praise to his most recent opponent, Joseph Parker. He said, Parker said, he ain't never had a six-pack until he knew he was going to fight me. He texts me, and people don't know that me and Parker have a relationship. He texts me, Wilder explained to 78 Sports. He told me that thank you for the opportunity for the fight. What a great fight. And I told him, congratulations, bro. I hope you enjoy the win with your family. We never had no beef with each other. We knew each other before all this stuff. He's such a nice man. He's such a nice person. If I would lose coming back to somebody, it would be him 10 times over, 1,000 times over, because he's just such a great guy. Let me counterpunch. I like what Wilder said to Joseph Parker. Okay, I like what he said to Joseph. I think the same way Deontay Wilder does as far as Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker ain't never had no problems or no beef with nobody. He ain't never said nothing shitty to nobody. Joseph Parker's like a guy, he's very, he's calm. He's a mellow, level-headed guy. I haven't seen a pissed off, mean person from that part of the world in a while. His demeanor, he's calm. So there would be no reason to say anything about him. It sounds good what Wilder said. Here's the only problem I have with what Wilder didn't say to Joseph Parker, was that he felt Joseph Parker couldn't punch. He don't know what happened when he got hit. He was in a zone. He was in a phase, and for a moment, I think that by itself is taking away from the credibility of the man that you shared the ring with. That guy had you in the corner and he was mauling you. No, he didn't drop you, but he definitely hurt you. His punches definitely got your attention. So the last thing you need to say is what he couldn't do or what you didn't feel. See, there's one thing you say to a person and there's another thing you say to other people. Because what happens is when you say something to a person and you speak your piece to a person, and it might sound good and it may go over well with that person that you're sharing that information with. You're gelling with that person. You're communicating with that person. However, once that conversation's over and you've said everything you need to say to that person and vice versa, that person has said that back to you, and then you go somewhere else and say something else about that person that didn't line up with what you said to that person, it sounds kind of flaky. See, him saying, oh, well, I don't know what happened. I'm way better than Joseph Parker. Him saying that, well, I will lose 10 times over to Joseph Parker. Well, if you can lose 10 times over to Joseph Parker, that just shows you're not the fighter you think you are anymore or ever. Because you're saying you're so much better than Joseph Parker. You told someone else. You told someone else he can't punch. You told someone else he didn't phase you at all. You told someone else there's nothing to his punching. You said something else. I'm so much better than him. You said something else to a lot of other people besides him. It's basically like you told him what you needed to tell him to make him feel good. But the question is, did you really mean it? Because when you start saying one thing to the person and then other things to other people about that person, those things don't line up. That sounds suspect. And that's one thing that I picked up on Wilder that I didn't necessarily like. See, if you're truly genuine, you're going to say that same thing. Now, I do give him credit for saying what he said before, because he did tell Joseph Parker, he did tell him that I thought you was running for me and I'm going to punish you and I'm going to this. But I think a lot of that was instigated by the host that was hosting the days of reckoning. You know what I mean? But he did say it because, he had to own it at that point. He wasn't going to bring up what he said derogatory until that host did, because that host was being messy. But, You can't really say he's been messy because that's their job. Their job is to, reinform or to retort what you said before so we can bring it to the limelight to see how that other person responds to it. But Deontay Wilder is 100% absolutely right. Joseph Parker is a very genuinely nice person because as of yet, you ain't seen him talk shit about Wilder since, and he kicked that ass. He ain't turned into Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is a person, I just want to be a Mexican Anthony Joshua. I thank him for the opportunity. And then later, he's really not a good fighter. He's stiff. He's like a robot. See, Joseph ain't did that shit because Joseph ain't that type of person. Joseph didn't get a check and then started talking a bunch of bullshit about the fighter he just fought. He's not that type of person. So you can see the difference in characteristic and character between different fighters. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Deontay Wilder praising Joseph Parker, telling him congratulations. And I hope he enjoys his family and the win. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!